Hello, friends. The saddest moment of my life was today. I recorded a Nubby's video and we used Tony Jr. We won. I'm going crazy. I hit like the 9,900 whatever multiplier. And I went to end my video and I made the biggest rookie mistake of my life. I didn't turn on the audio, so there was no audio except for my voice. It was so sad.
Challenges.
But we did get a win with Tony Jr. Look at that. But we will persist on and play some Octoni to make me feel better. To make me feel better. Now listen, I like the flamethrower. I like copying the flamethrower. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. If you got a problem with it, well, that's okay. You're entitled to your own opinion. I'm not gonna be mad. So, anime awards are coming up. What are you guys thinking? What do you guys think? Who do you think is gonna win? I really hope Solo Leveling does not win. I'm not a fan of Solo Leveling, and here's why. Let me explain before you get mad at me. I like the fight scenes. The fight scenes are cool, but it's very much an anime where you can just turn your brain off, right? Just kind of a mindless anime. Just watch cool fight scenes, but there's no. The only character development that Sung Jin Woo gets is when he gets stronger, when he gets more shadows, or he gets more of it. And I understand there's like sad moments or whatever, but I just don't see the character development in him. Anytime something bad happens, or like something that what he should struggle with, he's like, oh, I just have the answer right here. It's just right here. It's right here. Right. Not a fan of it. Not a fan of it. I like animes where the main character goes through a moment of struggle and somebody comes and helps him, right? Hold on. Or, he digs himself out of this hole that he's in. But at the end, he grows, right? At the end, he grows, and that's what I'm here for when it comes to anime. Sung Jin Woo doesn't grow in any way except for in how strong he gets. That's it. It's like, oh, this person's dying? Oh, it's okay. I have an elixir I stole from the demon tower or whatever. Right? And it's just... So I think Freyren should win. I'm okay with Dandadan winning too. I think the anime for Dandadan did a really good job portraying the romance in the anime. Which is... I'm all here for it. I'm here for it. And our run just changed just like that. Just like that. Kaiju, I wouldn't mind either. But once again, I think Kaiju's one of those animes where it's more just mindless, cool fight scenes and big monsters. And I think People realize that with kaiju, and that's why it's not near as popular. But they haven't realized it with So Lovely, because he also is the whole time aura farming, as people call it. So they're like, oh yeah, that makes it, whatever. And I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. So I hope Freyron wins. If Dawn to Dawn wins, I'm good with that too. Anything, even Delicious in Dungeon. I think Delicious in Dungeon is just better as well. Better in its own right. Better in the ways of winning an anime award, right? Because there's more that goes into winning an anime award than just cool combat and, looking cool or whatever. Speaking of anime, Devil May Cry. Let's talk about that for a second, okay? I watched the first 4 episodes of Devil May Cry. Now this. I like Dante's character. And I'm not gonna sit here and talk like I know every little thing about Devil May Cry. I've never played a Devil May Cry game, and I didn't see the original anime. So I'm not gonna sit here and, be on my high horse or that or whatever about the characters or this or that. But I think Lady's character in this anime is not good. Not good. I don't know what her character's like in the games, but I got very tired very quickly of her hating demons and letting it get in the way of getting what needs to be done. If that makes sense. And also, sorry, I got a little locked in there for a second. My ADHD brain. Also, I'm not a big fan of this animation style that they've recently been going towards, of making the creatures and stuff look like that. I don't understand what's going through their heads. It might, once again, I don't know. I'm not a professional or anything. But maybe it's cheaper, and that's why they're so adamant about animating it this way. But that's just why. So first off, Chainsaw Man is probably my favorite manga. Right? My favorite manga. The anime Chainsaw Man is terrible. It is terrible. The way that they animated Chainsaw Man in that anime, I was fuming. I was not a fan of it at all. So people ask me what my favorite anime is. I always tell them, well, my favorite manga is Chainsaw Man, but my favorite anime is probably Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is peak. Now I'm planning at some point doing a guest episode with one of my friends, and we'll talk more about Hunter x Hunter. He's got a lot of big brain things about Hunter x Hunter that might blow your mind. But this animation style that they're doing, it's CGI kind of Ruby animation style. Not a fan. Not a fan of it at all. And so the way that they did some of the demons are animated that way. And it just would have, the animation, like the fight scenes between them would have just been so much better if they had just animated them normally, I feel like. Sorry, I kind of went off on a soapbox moment there, but it had to be said. This animation style that they're doing, not a fan of it. Not a fan of it at all. And even there's some moments in like Demon Slayer where it's that same way, like that weird animation, kind of CGI. And it's not attractive, I don't think. Like anime is a type of art style, you know, like the drawing. I understand, like if it's popular, you need to get it out. Like it's just easier to do it that way. I understand why they're doing it, but at the same time, I just don't want them to. I don't want them to. I will say, I don't know if you guys have all seen the all the memes about Sung Jin-woo's butt crack. Have you guys seen all the memes for that? Where he's fighting a character. I'm not gonna say who because I don't want to spoil it. I think this might be the death of us guys. He's fighting a character and he like shows his butt crack for half a second. Have you guys seen all that? Thought that was pretty funny. And just like that, we lost. Okay, let's go. Got Bloney again here. And I guess I just won't understand like fashion, because Sung Jin-woo shows up in like one of the episodes and he's wearing literally like a bath towel, like a what do you call it? A bathrobe. He has his hands in his pockets, like he's just chilling. I'm like, that's not like a good fit. It doesn't look good. I don't. Maybe I'll just never understand. Which is okay. I mean, I don't have great fashion. I'm terrible at color matching, just in general, but. Okay, I got it. I guess at the same time, it's kind of the same way in Don Da Don. Bokurun will show up and he's wearing like a cardigan. Like, isn't that for women? Or it used to be. You know, who am I to judge? I guess, right? It's 2025. strawberries right off the rip here. I think earlier, right now, cheese house is probably the best option. I'd like to buy it, but what am I getting rid of? I think we're getting rid of nose. And I think I'm gonna do this right here. Yeah, so those are all my hot takes as of current anime. You might be asking me, are you caught up on the Chainsaw Man manga? I'm not fully caught up. I know what's happening. I know what's going on. I'm like a few chapters behind. And yes, it is very weird. It's gotten very strange. Some of the things that happen make you go, I'm caught up on Dandadan as well. I'm not caught up on Kaiju. I'm working on that right now. See what we get. There's two of them. Nubby hits wall trigger. Sure. It's gonna make Pedro go crazy. There we go. I think we swap you now. I think we're getting far enough that it's just not beneficial anymore. Nice. We have so much money. I think we have to put it in there, right? And what do we not want? We don't want cheese house really anymore. We want you so we can start building you up. Now we can start looking for upgrades here. Nice, straw upgrade's always nice. Okay. We're just we get all our money back. Look at that. So I think this is gonna make Well, I guess we could always... No, because it won't auto-proc. But it is making it go crazy, I'm sure. So this doesn't have to be here. I think we want it like this, actually. Let me search for more upgrades here. No upgrades. Okay, we'll move on. Even without hitting the highest 0.1, we still... crazy amount of points. Another topic of, speaking of anime, who's all excited for Gachiakuta? I was reading Gachiakuta before they even announced that the anime is coming out. That sounds a little bit like a flex, and it is. It is a flex. It is a flex. Listen, can you position a little better? I'm very excited for Gacha. I'm not a fan of Soul Eater. I feel like at a certain point in Soul Eater, and this whole conversation just makes me sound like a hater, but I feel like at a certain point in Soul Eater, it just gets very slow, very kind of boring, almost. And I'm not a big fan of Fire Force either. I think Fire Force is better. What are we okay with losing? We're okay with losing you. Upgrade you. I want you right here. But I do think Fire Force is better. I haven't watched all of Fire Force. I got burnt out pretty quickly on it. I feel like every time I clear a space, I just have an open space because of the upgrade thing. The chicken shows up. I feel like that's happened multiple times. But yeah, I think Fire Force is better. But like I said, I got kind of burnt out on it. But Gachiakuta, if you haven't read it, I would compare it almost to the equivalent of Hunter x Hunter. And I speak very highly of Hunter x Hunter, almost constantly. I do think there are parts of Hunter that are slow, but even those parts are just chef's kiss. Like I said, I'm sure I'll have an episode. I'll have a special guest, one of my friends, and we'll be talking about it quite a bit. Really upgrade looking for chicken and sunglasses. This is interesting. This is interesting. It'll be freezy for right now. I don't know if I want you just yet. I'd say it's very equivalent to Hunter x Hunter in the way of the characters, way of like the main bad guy. You guys just read it. It's super good. And I'm super excited for the anime that's supposed to come out soon. 210. I forgot that I need to be re-rolling probably constantly. I don't think we will. Super good. What else? That's kind of newer. That's really good. You guys read Drama Queen? Drama Queen's pretty good. Ooh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Ichi the Witch is also very good. If you haven't read Ichi the Witch, I think when it comes out it'll also be very popular, along with Gachiaka. I'm mostly fishing for an upgrade for these glasses up here. I think I'm just gonna move on. Gachiaka and Ichi the Witch are my two highest manga recommendations right now. Another one, Chojin X, is pretty good. Very much Tokyo Ghoul vibes without the extra edginess of Tokyo Ghoul, if that makes sense. I don't want any of that, really. And slot 2 will be sold. Yeah, we don't gotta worry about it now, do we? Gachiaka and Ichi the Witch. Go read them. They're super good right now. And honestly, the most recent chapters I've done have also been really good. I think for a little bit it was getting kind of slow and I was getting kind of bored, but the most recent chapters are super good. So now we're mostly just hunting for an upgrade for these 3D glasses here. that would do it, but I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of anything. So I think we just reroll and hope we get it. We did it. We got another chicken though. This clay doll makes it very easy to clear the whole board. Still no sunglass upgrades, huh? Look at that. That's just from the kebabs, isn't it? That's why we're clearing it so easily. Look at that. We need to be rerolling as we can. Every chance we get. Alright, let's get as many rerolls as we can and so we can get these sunglass upgrades. More kebabs is always nice. Dolphin. No. We can roll 3 times now. Laser pointer's interesting. Still not what I'm looking for. We only got a few more rounds though. Last round. Did it. We beat it. Look at that. Alright. Well, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like, support the channel, and if you enjoyed solo leveling and you want to go vote for it, then go for it. Just remember to go vote for the anime awards, and you know, your vote is important to them in the community, so yeah. I'd rather you go vote for solo leveling and at least put your vote in than not vote at all. So yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.